enemies a lot easier because the screen will no longer scroll and you can see everything coming at you. Now we take on Karnov, a regular Karnov style enemy, like we've already done in previous levels as well as the first stage of the game. He's really easy to take care of. Once he is done, an elevator will come down, but be careful because one of the other bosses will be inside the elevator, but it happens to be the boss that's very easy. He's the one that I said to just hang out on the right side of the screen and just get him as he slowly walks onto the screen. You'll see him, you'll be able to hit him twice. He probably will get one move off like he did on me because he appears closer in the screen, but once he's done, you can get in the elevator and it will slowly scroll up and move to the second floor of the stage. Now as soon as we reach the top here, we're going to have to face off with the enemy, the boss from stage number 2. Once again, just duck near him, he'll come at you slowly, and just hit him a few times. He'll jump over to the right side of the screen, and hit him once or twice more, and he's done. As we move to the left, hey look, it's the boss from the sewer level, level 3. Same exact boss battle as before, he'll send 2 of them at a time at you, or 1 at a time depending upon how fast you take him out. You can hit him a few times, but as soon as after a few hits, he will once again make multiples of himself. Unfortunately, you can't just take him out quickly. Take out his ninja clones. Once they're done, he'll jump up, hit him a few more times. And this time he's done with only 2 times making the transformation. Now here is the boss from level 5. Of course, the same battle as before, however, I don't recommend just sitting there and taking the damage. It's just moving back and forth, avoiding the chain, and then moving in for a quick hit, and immediately backing away. It's a little bit tricky to tell the timing on him, so you just have to really be careful with it. Then we have to deal with the boss from the previous level, who's just as easy as it was before. Just keep mashing the button, and you should be able to take him out before he hits you. Once all the previous bosses are taken care of, we move over, and now we have to deal with the final boss. As you can see, he's on a helicopter. Now he'll move up, wait for you, you have to wait a few seconds before you actually can do damage, but then jump up to the helicopter and then just keep mashing the button. He'll walk slowly towards you and you can just keep pressing the button as he gets closer. Just keep hitting it, keep him a distance away, and he's extremely easy to take out the final boss of Bad Dudes. The helicopter will then slowly come down and land, and inside, hey, it's the president! We've saved him from being kidnapped by ninjas. Now with the final level being done, we now move on to the ending of the game. As you can see, the president is based off of George Bush Sr. And he thanks us for rescuing him. And then he says, let's go for a burger. And laughs about it. Not exactly how I would like to be congratulated if I just saved the president from an evil group of terrorist ninjas. However, we move outside of the White House. The president is eating a burger. Our main character, whoever you play it as, is standing there in the background with his arms crossed, and then the credits scroll by. I mean, definitely not one of the greatest endings of all time, but then again, Bad Dudes isn't necessarily the greatest game of all time either. Data East definitely made some hit-or-miss titles on the NES, and most of their NES ports of their arcade games sometimes didn't necessarily take everything good from the arcade version and bring it to the NES version. And if it wasn't for the infamously bad storyline of Bad Dudes and the fact that the president is kidnapped by ninjas in it, we probably definitely wouldn't be mentioning this game very much when you're talking about classic gaming today. And to kind of drag out the game even more, the credits do seemingly scroll by pretty slowly. So it makes the ending seem like it was longer than it really is, but can you really count the credits as an ending or lengthening the ending of a game? While Data East did produce tons of games for the NES as well as some for the SNES, in my opinion their best games never actually reached here to America. It was actually an RPG series called Hercules no Eco, all of which never got released here. They actually did recently release one for the Nintendo DS, however it was developed by a separate company. It was developed by Payon, since of course Data East did go out of business a few years ago. In case you don't know who Payon is, they actually worked with Nintendo and took over the Donkey Kong series after Rare was bought out by Microsoft. They did Donkey Kong Jungle Climber and Barrel Blast, for example. And now we reach the ending of the credits, as you always can tell, by the end coming up at the top. And with that, that's going to end another edition of Play It Through. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.